Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Welcome to Pocky and Chris Adventures. We're still thinking of a new name. We'll figure it out eventually. Today we'll be playing. What are we playing today?
The messenger.
The Messenger. Indeed. Hey, Hamster, how are you? It's Uncle Hamster. Uncle Andy. Hi, Uncle Hamster. All right, let me put this on full screen. 1 second. Chris Chalante. There we go. Okay. So we've got the wingsuit now. It's Uncle Shamsel. Hey, Uncle Shamsel. I wonder if there could be like a donation incentive of you get to be one of Chris's uncles or aunts if you donate a certain amount of money. I'm kidding. Katie just from off screen was like, "What?" It's Uncle Crescens. Hi, Uncle Crescens. So Chris is really trying to get that. Remember, you can just climb straight up. Go for that crystal. Really wants that time crystal. There we go.
But in time,
Careful there. So we're in the Howling. We're in the Howling Grotto.
This is inside a more column. A little bit.
Don't spoil, Chris. Spoil. There's some prizes awaiting us here. We're going to be using the wingsuit to get past certain parts. Remember, you have to hit the guy to hurt him. Also, Chris, go back down. Or not.
What?
Is that a secret passage there, or is that just a wall? Oh, it's just a wall. Never mind. I thought it was a secret passage. Yeah, I love the music in this game. In Ninja Gaiden style, you go off screen and the enemies respawn. So you gotta be careful about that. Careful, Chris. The spikes do a lot of damage. So the current plan is to play. Oops. The Messenger.
It's project. It sounds like water.
It's okay.
Okay, we're gonna
It's okay.
come up to
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit. Hold on 1 second.
Hey!
There, it's a lot better. You'll see a little more.
I missed you. What was going on with me? Because I feel like sometimes I was.
He's not collecting them for us, Chris. He's collecting them for himself. We don't want him to collect the time crystals.
No, for yourself. And
Oh, you want him to have time crystals?
yeah, so he can buy stuff at it. So he can buy stuff from the shopkeeper.
So he can buy stuff from the shopkeeper.
Yeah, for me.
He can't buy it for you, Chris.
Oh yeah, he's got me.
It's all for him. We don't get to use any of those crystals, Chris.
No.
I understand that you want to be you want to share, and that's very kind of you, but he's not gonna ever give us stuff back. So, are you talking about like your camera window or your camera like actually where you are on the camera? Well, you know. There you go. Good glide there, with Chris. Good. There you go. Oh, there's a passage right there. Careful. Oh. Very interesting pose you're taking there to play, Chris. I see. Yeah, it's like because of the you've been to our place, you Our monitor that we're watching this on is also our home's TV. Okay, I'll try to check those out then. Yes, that's useful. That's super useful. Good choice, Chris. We just got the down slash while we're in the wingsuit mode, so we don't have any other enough crystals, Chris. So, one thing, like if you've got a clip for your camera, I know some people put their camera on the side of their monitor instead of on top, so they can have the camera. But I'm not sure if that requires adjustment of the video footage or whatever. Other folks I know tend to do it like off to the side with a little stand or something. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Sure.
Chris, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Hey, excuse me,
Chris,
it's my house.
Chris,
Get out of here.
Chris, don't close the door. Mom
This
needs
is
the
our
heat.
house gaming room.
Mom needs. Chris, mommy needs the heat too. All right.
And it's my bedroom. Stop it. I know it's Daddy Day.
No.
Get over yourself.
That was my lovely wife being
Oh,
a wonderful person and adjusting the camera so you can actually see us a little better. Thank you, honey.
There, there's like hinges and shit, right?
No, I know. I adjusted it some. I just didn't adjust it enough. I didn't feel like messing with it.
Hi, guys.
And Uncle Crescent calls it the magic camera. Spooky.
I think it's what I got, but
They say hi. Okay, Chris, don't touch the cabinet again, please, okay? We don't want to spend 20 minutes just on that story, okay?
It's worth reading.
When you play this on your own, folks, do the cabinet story. Just, we're not going to do it because otherwise it's 20 minutes of you just watching us read text, and that's, you know, if I'm playing that kind of a game, that's one thing, but that's not what we want to do here. So, okay, go ahead and if you want to chat, Chris, you can, otherwise we should get back to the game. Okay? Chris, were you paying attention?
Chris.
Chris. Story time with Pocky and Chris. Well, you know. Are we reading this to the people or not, Chris? Do you want me to read?
Yeah.
Okay. Just as he was about to lose all hope of getting his life together and be a viable ruler for his people, he was visited by a traveling relic hunter. To rid the king of his woes, the relic hunter gave him a magic ring, promising it would make him sad when he is happy, and happy when he is sad. Okay, Chris.
Thanks.
It worked like a literal charm, and the kingdom became very prosperous as a result. Chris, are you paying attention? When the king passed away, the castle's wizard promptly grabbed the ring to finally try and understand the source of its power. As it turned out, the ring wasn't magic at all. But how could a non-magic ring make you sad when you were happy and happy when you were sad? Dot 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 dot. Any guess? Not really. It had a small inscription that read, "This too shall pass." Whoa, that's deep. It's more than deep. I just gave you the cure for anxiety through a fairy tale.
Lies!
Thanks, shopkeeper. Hey now, don't push it. Alright, let's keep going, Chris.
Okay.
We don't have enough crystals, okay?
We're not crystals.
They're time crystals, Chris. Sorry, the time shards. You're right, I'm sorry. We don't have time shards. Alright.
This quibble, you know?
We don't want Quibble here, Chris. Quibble takes our time shards. Marble takes our time shards, Chris. We don't want that. We want time shards so we can upgrade our abilities.
Yes, but I want him to upgrade himself.
He doesn't, Chris. He doesn't upgrade himself.
Oh, I want to upgrade him.
You can't upgrade him either, Chris.
What?
Maybe Sabotage will make a game about Corble, but until then, we have to upgrade ourselves. All right. Chris, stop. Okay, one more try, and then we're going to the next screen. All right. Just keep going, okay? It's only 2 crystals.
As you see,
So the almost everything in this game that isn't the background is destructible, which is nice. Partially because of Cloud Step, because you can use that to help you maneuver around the game, and partially because that way you can fix things that are in your way and attempting to harm you, like stalactites or fireballs, can be destroyed, and thus, prevent yourself damage can be avoided then. So. One thing is going to be
one.
Chris.
Chris, what are you doing?
Hey, Danny Chan, welcome to the stream. You know me, of course. And this is the kid. This is Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hi.
Danny Chan is an old friend of Daddy's. Any case,
Cloud Step.
just
It's my move. It's my move I have. Hup, Cloud Step. Hup, Cloud Step.
okay, Chris.
Okay,
Thank you for the demonstration. Okay, Chris. Let's get back to the game. Come on. Chris, are you gonna play the game? Or are you just gonna look at these pretty abilities? Because the Messenger is a reasonably long game, we may stop playing it for a little bit at some point to play a different game. Oops. Chris, remember, gotta careful the spikes. Oh, thanks for the subscription, Bell Pink. Hello, Star Dancer. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, I'm not going here.
Chris, no, don't go back in here again, Chris. We've already done this part, okay? Why are you going back in? All right. So, oh, that's interesting. Another, where's Corbel? I know he's over here somewhere.
This is just high.
Chris, only one more chance to get the crystals, then you just keep going, okay?
I just want one.
We've been on this area for a long time now, Chris, okay?
You get going there.
Any case, like I said, we're gonna also play other games beyond this. We've got a number of titles available to us.
Dot, duck, tick, die, and destroy.
And destroy.
Dot, duck, tick, die, and destroy.
And of course, if there are games that you think Chris might like to try out, feel free to let us know. We'll see
Like
about
Smash Bros. The Ultimate. It's a terrible game.
what game.
Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Yeah, fast.
No.
We're not getting Smash Brothers, Chris.
Stupid.
It's not a stupid game. It's just not the kind of game we're gonna be playing. Okay. Chris, do you want Daddy to help?
Yes.
What do you say then?
Daddy, this is
Daddy, it's Date.
that's the doctor. Put all the side.
Okay. Stay on, Christopher. Can I just stay on camera? We're turning off the stream.
Hey,
Just
this
sit down, please.
Get your milk and take it back with you. There's No more
He's
snacks.
going.
An orange.
Chris has decided he wants a snack.
Go on. Have a seat.
There may also be times where we're gonna be streaming about 2 hours with Chris, and then I might continue streaming for a little bit after that. Sometimes. And if I do so, it'll be a different game, not the game that I'm playing with Chris, because that's obviously a game I'm playing with Chris. Ah, dang it. Skeleton now.
Look on it. Swim cells.
This part's tricky. There we go. Wow, this is gonna be tricky. This was very tricky. All right, I'm gonna try for that maybe 1 or 2 more times, and then I think I'm gonna skip it for now. Yeah, I'm not going to grind gold nuggets on
Give us some.
on stream, because that's kind of boring.
Add it. Let's add a donation. Right down into the box. Below.
Christopher, stop asking for donations, okay? If people want to donate, they will donate. Ah, dang it.
Chris, we're not supporting Medicine Sun Frontier or anything like that, okay?
Yeah, we're not. This is our donations don't go to a charity, which that deserves the money. Our donations are going to us because, well, this is a private charity.
And it's mostly just for fun, Chris.
Yeah, we're just doing this to have fun. Okay, so definitely a tricky room. Yeah, I mean,
Stupid. Stupid stuff. Stupid. Stop thinking. It looks a lot like a ding.
he kind of does, doesn't he?
Yes. Except he has no crown. What?
For the fireballs to go past. There we go. Chris, you want to try it?
Yeah, why don't you get back into the hole?
Once I get to the room, alright, fine.
Just about
I feel like I need to get the Pro Controller for the Switch, because sometimes the Joy-Cons don't seem to be responsive.
Pro controller?
I don't think they're broken, Chris. I just think they're not as, I don't know. Our Switch is on a metal tray, and I'm wondering if that interferes with the signal. I just heard you click your tongue there, honey.
Nothing.
Chris, I can't see the screen if you do that. What are you trying to do? No, Chris, don't mess with the mouse and the keyboard. What do you want to do?
That's what donations. I'm going to take what donations. For example, so.
People, Chris, people see the same screen we see. All right, they see that the donation bar is here. Thanks for stopping by, Danny. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Thank you. The donation button is on our Twitch page, Chris. Okay, they press the button if they want to donate. You should not ask for donations. All right.
I'm not.
People don't need to see where the link is. They can see it if they care. All right, Chris. Here we go.
We should probably stop watching all those AGDQ videos, huh?
This is Twitch.
Yeah, I've been strongly considering it. Like like on my personal save of the game, I've done pretty well up to this point. On these controllers, I've had trouble, but you know, not a super ton of it. But recently, there's been more. All right, let's see here.
Okay, I've got a plan. Okay.
You got a plan, okay? There.
Ta-da! There you go.
I still don't actually know what those will give us, but hopefully it'll be something nice. Alright, here you go. Keep the save point, please. Do you want me to do it again, Chris? Alright. A fall on the spikes a day makes your spine not okay. Yeah, that's, again, true enough. Alright, well now that we can skip that room, I'll get us to the save point, and then Chris will take over again. Alright, goodies? So did he. As I always say, I'm not a speedrunner. I don't even play one on TV. Yeah, we're skipping all that, I think, you know.
DJ Monster in the house. DJ Monster in the house.
DJ Monster in the house. It does look like you guys are DJing, doesn't it? Here you go, Chris.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Apparently by DJing, I mean they throw boulders at you.
I believe I pointed that out last time you played this.
Yes, you did.
What a bonus.
Careful there, Chris. Get the jump to get those. I'm only gonna read this because Katie will appreciate it. Shamsel says, they are rocking the place with those boulders.
Yep.
Thanks, Uncle Simple.
My son, like most children, likes puns. No, it's alright. It's alright. I walked, like Chris into that spike, I walked into that one. Chris, remember, we don't like spikes. Spikes are not our friends.
I don't have to think of a pun.
You're not gonna play?
No, I'm gonna think.
So who's playing?
You for now.
Me for now? Okay. Well then.
Gotta think of. I'm going to my room.
Okay, welcome to the Richard, Pocky, and Chris Hyde's show.
I'm not hiding that.
Then good.
I'm going to a thinking chamber.
Chris,
Thinking chamber.
if you're gonna be helping me stream, this is really your stream.
Okay.
You need to not go to your thinking chamber that often, alright? Alright.
Okay, what?
So now we're gonna wait for this big to go past. And up we go.
Bill bait.
And right.
Go bait. It's a whole new.
Full health. Almost really expect people to take damage during that passageway. And nope. That part's tricky too. I like this water here just because. Why not? Oh, okay. Fireballs.
Not a wet.
Not our friend, yes. Okay, not our friends. Alright, save point.
I'll talk to you.
Shopkeeper, alright. We
Oops.
still need 41 power seals to open that. Alright. Do we have enough upgrade, you think?
Whoa! What just happened?
No, just checking.
Okay. Well then, let's keep going.
That was some kind of bullshit. $38.
Project enemy.
Just remember, when you run into enemies, you take damage, so you don't just run into things. Those little round things are enemies too, so gotta be careful.
But you cute ones.
They are cute. They still do damage.
I don't want to kill cuties.
You don't want to kill cuties? Alright. That's very kind of you, Chris.
Cutie.
You don't have to kill them. You can just avoid them.
I don't want to kill them.
I did. But there's still more cuties, so you gotta be careful. Alright. Hello, spiky wall of doom.
Oh, spiky wall. Oh, spiky wall.
There.
Oh, spiky wall. It's a doom. Oh, spiky wall.
Okay, Christopher.
Oh, spiky
You,
wall.
Chris really likes. You like the Kirby games, right, Chris?
Yes. Oh, spiky wall of everything. Oh, spiky wall of everything.
Spiky wall of imminent doom. Yes.
Oh, spiky wall of everything. Oh, spiky wall.
Okay, Chris, enough. You don't have to keep repeating that, okay?
I repeat. Oh, spiky wall.
Okay, that's enough repeating, okay?
There's something behind water. Yo, Dad, let me show you.
Hold on. These crystals.
So, keep getting bored.
You mean this?
Yes. Can I do it?
Okay. Yeah, you need to slash the giant crystal. Alright. So,
That's themselves are
so again, if people have suggestions for games you'd like to see Chris and I try out, please let us know. Only restrictions are family friendly. So no honey pop or anything like that. No first-person shooters, because I can't play those, unfortunately. Although, third-person player games like Super Mario Odyssey and such are okay. Chris can play those.
Yeah,
I will just
I just banged my true Super Mario Odyssey! Like a drum, like it wasn't even video!
as Chris
Ouchie!
just...
Ouchie!
Are you okay? Daijoubu?
Oh, and I have, and like, always I have a tub. Oh,
Okay, Chris, you don't have to show the camera, okay? It's okay. You're gonna fall over. Chris, stop! You're gonna fall over and hit the TV, and we're not gonna be able to play games at all. So please, it's okay. You told them. They take your word for it. Oh look, time for a boss fight.
time for a boss fight. Time for a boss.
But Chris is really good at Super Mario Odyssey,
Time
actually.
for a boss.
So when we do that, I'll probably be doing the stream like this the entire time, because otherwise I will get sick.
Dad, what's your cue?
Oh, well, I hope you're up for a challenge. Why? Because something big is coming next. What? Well, let's just say you're about to fight someone who understands that the best defense is a good defense.
Defense is a gun defense. The best defense.
Chris. T. Who? I wish I could tell you. Anyway, your 3 questions are up. Carry on. This is why there are three questions rule. Hey, that's 4 now. Alright. Weird talk. You want to upgrade something, Chris? Wait. We got 2 options. We got... Chris, slow down. I can't read them. Crusader Jacket, 1 HP. I guess we're going for that. Alright. That's the better one anyways. For now. We now have full health.
This is gonna play
The element...
game.
Chris, I think it's a different game.
No, I mean the elemental I control fire, water, wind, ice, lightning, and all. I know 6 elements.
You're an elemental ninja.
Yeah.
I see. My son is an elemental ninja. I didn't know this.
And you have 6 orbs of fire. They help me control that. I left them in my eyes. I'm Dojo and then Doggo.
I see. Dojo and Ninjago. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I do the Odyssey. It's about my power moves. Oh, power
okay,
moves.
Christopher, pay attention to this game, alright?
Uh-oh.
So here's the next boss. He's very spiky, as you can see.
I just exited him.
His weak point is his head. But to get the head vulnerable, you have to hit the green power core in the middle first, as Chris is doing here. While avoiding being stomped on, and avoid, there you go. And now rise that up, and hits him a bunch of times, and then goes back. So that's pattern 1. Chris is very good at this so far. Avoiding this being stomped here. Oh. Oh, one hit doesn't. Yeah, one hit's not too bad. So. All right. It's all right. No worries. Get the next time. We're out of shuriken, unfortunately.
So we can. I just lost. It was twin. Yeah. He had to kill myself.
Why'd you, no, Chris? Why? Why did you kill yourself?
Because I mean so weak. Because I was out. Because I was low.
Because you were low on health. Chris, just because you're low on health doesn't mean you have to stop and give up. You know that, right? We have not yet, Chris. Chris has.
The Donkey Kong version is the DLC. It's why did we get stuck in the Donkey Kong tour? Oh, and so those people. Bye. We'll about when. So that's actually.
Chris is fairly well versed in the game because one of his favorite streamers played through it. We've been considering that one as well.
I mean,
Might
gamer. Zach Scott. He healed 2 times. Somewhere.
Chris. You don't have to mention his name, alright? In any case, we might give that one a try in the near future too. So it's on the list. Chris, are you gonna play or not?
Oh, like it's yes.
You got full health. You got full shuriken. Go fight the boss, please. Here we go again.
Don't. He's
Four.
paddled. He's putting paddle already. That's good. Never died.
Christopher, he hasn't played this game, has he? Alright, so now he's vulnerable, so Chris is going to ride the cloud suit up. The wind up, rather, the cloud suit.
Doing
Back down. Like all good action game bosses, he
what's that about?
has multiple patterns, multiple phases, I should say. Sorry, and so this is the first one, where he stomps for a bit. Only fires off the energy blasts when he the core gets hit. Are you dying on purpose, Chris?
No.
Okay.
That was the next one.
Okay.
Hmm.
And like all good action game bosses, when he gets low on health, he starts looking.
I think that's
going to go ahead and fill his health for him while he's using the restroom. Chris, are you done?
Maybe not. I don't know.
How about with the bathroom? You know, with the bathroom, Chris. But yeah, so I'll put together a list of maybe a spreadsheet or something that people can add. Let me slow down. I'm gonna start a spreadsheet probably so people can add game suggestions for me and Chris. Shorter games might be better, and for one thing, just because we only stream once a week for a little bit of time. Unless people are willing to do what one of my friends suggested actually, that we maybe want to try doing what he called Dead Cells can be interesting. No, he certainly likes the Messenger, which is a similar style game in that vein, other than the roguelike part of it. So we might give that a shot as well. But as I was saying, one of my friends suggested that we do what they called a game sampler. So we play a game for maybe a couple sessions just to show people what the game was like, and then switch to new games, some variety going. This isn't a let's play per se. So his face is blinking orange now.
Thinking red and orange.
Oh yeah, you're right, red and orange. Good dodge there, Chris. So we'll see. I mean, this is only our second time doing this, and I forgot to change the title. Oops. I'll do that before I put the video up for anything. You're gonna do something.
No, he's running so fast.
Yeah, you can't stay up there too long. You gotta run off before the spiky shoulders grow back. Chris, you weren't even holding the controller when that happened. Why?
You guys know it's just a video game, right?
Yeah, but if Chris is gonna play, he needs to play. He was literally not holding the controller when he died.
Is he having fun?
Are you having fun, Chris?
Yes, but I'm fine. Okay, well, regular stop.
Regular stops, yes, it is regular stopping.
Then, please stop. Why stop?
Right.
I mean, triple stop. Triple stop. Regular stop. Triple stop. The next place. Then triple stop. Double triple stop. Regular stop.
That's his pattern.
The next place.
Don't forget to get help, Chris.
First base. Second base. Base. Now you have the base.
Do you think you understand the pattern now?
Yes.
Okay, to your health. Dead Cells is a game I've been looking at for a while too. I have a bunch of friends who like it a lot. Some folks have suggested Hollow Knight, another Metroidvania game, although I heard that one's really hard, so... Dead Cells is also hard, huh? Okay.
Evil Dead Cells.
I don't know if Dead Cells is evil, but we'll maybe show you a video of it later, Chris, okay? See if you want to try playing it later. Oh, that's something I didn't know. Run through the guy's face. Okay. Ready?
Okay, next phase.
Yeah, he's gotten a little fast with stomping now. Careful there. Very careful about the jumps. There we go. Mega Man collections might be another thing for you to try out, yeah.
I killed myself accidentally.
You
Well,
killed
let's-
yourself accidentally.
Whoops. But now, okay. I'm gonna pace around and you.
You're gonna pay someone on the shopkeeper shop, alright. The effect of the tiles popping out of the floor, out of the void of space, is admittedly kind of cool. Hey Chris,
But it, you're really good.
Chris, are you gonna play the game? Or are you just gonna sit here and do this?
I know what he's gonna do. Stop.
Chris does like Mega Man, so there's another possibility there.
Yeah, but it gets to
Maybe we'll borrow that from our friend
I love
Mr. Matt.
it.
I do like how that when you start a boss fight, Corbel's like, "I'm done. No, I'm not sticking around for this," and he runs away. It's kind of cool, kind of cute.
Like poof.
Like that poof.
Benny, 不要炸到，die. And if you try to kill this guy, these guys.
Good dodge, Chris.
I'm better.
You're getting better. Practice is important. And you've also fought this boss before, so on your own save. Alright. It's weak, so go up there and attack the energy face.
Energy face.
Or whatever you want to call it. Spirit. Yeah, I've heard about 20th as well. Another one of the giant list of games I've been thinking of trying someday. You know, when I retire or something.
Okay, now he has war.
Okay, so now he's on a second pattern now where you. Be careful, Chris. You can't move too soon, otherwise you'll run into the spike. There we go. And here's phase 2 now. Only one of the arm, leg, whatever you want to call them, pops up after the core is pulled back inside of him. Well, we have a PS4 and a PC. Obviously PC because that's how we're streaming all this. And we've got a PS4 Pro. That's it. Actually, no, I take that back. We also have a Super Famicom Classic, the Japanese version. Back, we live not too far from Akihabara, so by theory we have access to everything, really, if you really, really want. But most of my systems are back in the US, unfortunately. Oh, keep close, Chris.
So you try.
Want me to try? Okay. Thank you.
Stop.
Stop.
Stop my plan.
Alright, let's see if I can figure this out.
Very fun. Spider-Man.
After I warned Chris about being careful with spikes, so what do? Run into the spikes. Good example there, Dad. Chris, Daddy can't see the screen. Thank you.
Can't take myself a ball.
Spider-Man could be interesting. The problem with that is the same problem I have with Mario Odyssey, is that I wouldn't be able to watch Chris play because the motion sickness I get. The weird thing is, I can play it fine. I just can't watch someone else play it, which is really annoying.
those are DLC.
Spider-Man does have DLCs, true.
No. From for Super Mario Odyssey.
I don't know if there's DLC for Super Mario Odyssey. There might be. I haven't heard. Well, there is the amiibo. This is true, but I don't think that counts as DLC per se. It's not new content. It's just costumes. Alright, phase 3. You want to do this part, Chris, or?
You do this part.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. This is the part I need to... Ah, the balloon hunt, okay. I have not played Mario Odyssey because, unfortunately, it gives me massive headaches. Which is unfortunate. This is tricky. Alright, got him. Like, thanks for destroying my golem. Well, you attacked first. What are you talking about? I have been digging through these caverns for centuries, and you just randomly engaged. No way! Way? No way! You know what? Fair enough. I can see how you thought I was a threat. I guess my survival instincts kicked in a little too fast. I understand, it's okay. Look, I'm sorry I destroyed your golem, okay? Don't worry about it. I mean it, I'm sorry. It's alright, honest mistake. So, how do I get out of here? Way! Wrong kind of way there. Antidepressants. Oh, I'll adjust the wind for you. Good luck on your quest. You can leave me from the wind tunnel. Again, I don't mind our misunderstanding.
Good luck on like, give us a good luck on our quest.
So, and then?
Thanks.
No, they won't let you actually jump down there. Alright. Whoosh.
He's sad.
He's sad though. He lost his golem. He is sad.
He's sad about us leaving.
Right. Well, we apologize. Cool Shroom Marsh. Alright, here you go, Chris. you want to wait to get, or do you want to take a quick break until 11 o'clock and get a snack or something? Actually, we don't have any snacks. So the Kosher Marsh, which, as you can see, has quicksand, and mushroom enemies who throw their caps at you. I actually find I have the hardest time with those dudes.
And krill room, and that's a krill. That's the krill room.
The quills from there is also difficult because it shoots those spikes at you, those quills at you.
And these guys but I met them. And also more shop.
A new shopkeeper, indeed.
No, the shop.
Sorry, the shopkeeper. Sorry, you're right. We don't have enough shine shards, unfortunately, to upgrade it now.
Emerald Golem.
I still can't believe you defeated the Emerald Golem.
No, it's a stew.
Are you okay, Chris?
Yeah.
Alright.
Chris, push the button.
Excellent. Did you get a chance to understand its motive? That thing wasn't evil, it was just digging away. What? You mean all these messengers that were killed? All a misunderstanding. Wow. What was Kosher March? Said no one ever. Yeah, this place is eerie. Tell me about it. I once had to look through the mud for an artifact. Gave up pretty quickly. What up to this area? Legend says it used to be ruled by a monstrosity called Primal Fear, until a brave monk defeated it. Both were very mighty indeed, but with its final breath, the Primal Fear cursed the monk forever.
As it died?
Yes, as it died. Chris, please don't put the controls on your toes. That's not nice. Alright? Legend also says that this monk still roams the marsh to this day, turning any trespassers into fungi. Oh, great. No one knows whether that is true, but yeah, I'd pick up the pace if I were you. Do you need stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a messenger who could ask for stories. Even though he was supposed to move on with his very important quest, he just couldn't get enough. The shopkeeper, living in a void outside of time, was connected to all eras, and so at first was happy to share the myths and legends gathered over decades of traveling. Alas, the messenger never seemed to appreciate the morals and takeaways, so the shopkeeper decided to be done with the stories thing. The end. No way, I liked your stories. Come on. Maybe later, we'll see. Okay, Chris, let's go on to the next area, okay? You still need to smash 41 power shields. You haven't got any new ones yet, so. Is there a reason you're not fighting the attacking the enemies, Chris?
Oh, and Skullbirds! Oh, and Skullbirds!
And Skullbirds, yes.
Skullbirds. Skullbirds. And Red Runners.
The Red Runners.
The Wing Walkers. That's rock. That piece. And the cruise rooms kill me.
They did.
Chris,
Chris, are you playing? Or are we done for today?
Dad,
Yes?
could you
Okay. 日本語でできる Daddy?
Daddy.
Okay. 手伝って。
手伝ってをください。
はいはい。There's a hidden person. And I'm not going to break every one of these things.
Nope.
That is not the way I'm supposed to go, apparently.
No.
What was that? Oh no.
I could have done a better job of landing there. Alright, so this... Alright, well... So, while I go through this... Oops. Better. I could have swore the shopkeeper's clue about digging through the sand for an artifact was a. Want to take over again, Chris?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Let me know if you find any symbol that show us real any
what? Okay. I'll let you know if I see anything. So we're open. I don't recall hitting anything, but something got smell. Ah. The off screen just exploded before I got to it. That's unusual.
Nothing.
Go to shop. We do always want to stop in the shops just in case they have what like items and stuff for us. So we got 4 upgrades left. Path of Resilience, which is really nice.
But upgrades will be coming soon.
But what?
Upgrades will be coming soon.
That's true. More upgrades will be coming soon. Checkpoints will now restore up hit points. That's actually also really useful. Key charges +1. First targets. Healthy sleeping and eating habits give you more energy used in combat. And Devil's Due. Alright, well, we don't have enough time shards for any of this, unfortunately. So. Yes, Chris?
Okay.
Chris, remember, if you walk in front of me, I can't see the screen, then I can't play the game, okay?
Come on.
Yes, that's fine. Wait, don't.
Chris.
Okay, there you go. There's one bit.
I don't want the blanket.
Well, I don't want you sticking your feet under me.
Christopher, you have to listen to what your mom says, alright? Well, that could have been not fun. So Chris now has a pillow hat.
And my pillow hat.
And now he's blankets. Okay, I always forget that if you just defeat the cap on just the cap on these guys, they do that. They turn into little, they run around frantically because they don't have a hat. Alright. That thing will crush me to death if I don't get out through fast enough, so I need to be careful on that. Let's try that. Yeah. Wow. My reflexes today suddenly get dull. There we go, that's better.
Skullbird!
Skullbird, indeed.
Oh, singing.
You think it's very eerie. I wonder if did the green spikes just take out the caps on those things?
More berry.
You can't go that way for a while. So.
Or sometimes we just do that.
I also forgot that the quicksand isn't instant death, so why I'm not just running across it and hopping. Not entirely sure. The little red leeches are also annoying because they hop.
One hit kill.
And I wasn't paying attention to my health. That was bad.
Good thing you got a safe one.
Yes, it is.
That's good.
Whoa, that was close. All right.
Really? No, I did.
There we go.
Oh. No.
There we go. Better. Chris, are you okay?
I'm fine. What name is it?
Yeah, okay. The controller just for a second there just literally stopped him responding. It was kind of annoying. Alright, time for a boss fight. Do you want to do the boss fight?
Yes.
Okay. Need anything? Still can't upgrade, right? Level boss. Be careful, I said the Fallen up ahead. Fallen? It's how we call messengers whose quest came to your tragic end. Their power corrupted by demon magic. Why are you so serious all of a sudden? Because it doesn't get more serious than a rogue messenger about to unleash on you. And with these stories about a monk, if it really is that one monk, what are you talking about? About you meeting your match. Good luck. Alright. Okay. Good luck, Chris. Namaste.
Time for a boss.
Time for a boss fight.
Time for a boss fight. Time for a boss fight.
It's time for the boss fight.
Yes, he is.
Well, well, well. It seems we have an intruder. You need to get out of here. This place is full of monsters. Oh, did my cool shroom scare you? So it's true? Don't like my army? It's a shame, really, since you're about to join it. Wait, that scroll. Couldn't be. No, impossible. Kneel before your queen and receive the curse of quills. If you said, come up there. I like how she laughingly laughed at you when you get hit by one of the quills there too. Being turned into a mushroom. Thankfully, again, the patterns in this game are not unfair. They just take practice to get used to. And you can, of course, do the traditional jam on buttons to get out of the debuff state. I wonder if speedrunners use that as a way to get her to come to you, shake out as fast as they can, and then attack her before she can whip them. Like that.
Ta-da!
Good job, Chris. This is a really hard fight, honestly.
She's tough.
She's very fast.
She's badass.
She is badass. That's
She
true.
can join the team.
She's a what?
She should join his team.
Ah.
The badass boss.
She should join the team. It'd be nice if she could join the team, but I don't think she can in this game, Chris.
Oh yeah. It must be.
Don't forget to get health, Chris. There you go.
He didn't say this.
Excuse me, folks.
I just saw him for this. That's right.
I also like how she also the fact that she's able to dodge away from your attacks, you know, very quickly.
Ta-da! That was a lot for my team. Yeah, second boss. Take that! Good. Good.
Now be careful of the spores, Chris. They're gonna be. She's gonna turn you into a mushroom and hit you with the whip. So.
Then coming back to the round. Me. He's trying to jump. New plan.
New plan? What's the new plan?
Kill her.
Kill the hell out of her? That's a good plan,
Kill
Chris.
the badass.
Kill the badass, I see.
No. Impossible.
Yeah, it's traditionally defeat the villain is a good plan of attack. Chris, don't touch the spores. They turn into a mushroom.
Why not?
You try not to. Okay, I know. Just making sure. Okay, I'll try. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. Okay. Yes. You're supposed to use the plants that she throws at you on the third wave here to do that. Then it stuns her for a second, and then she does that. You have to get out of the way with those.
Which I figured out.
Okay, you understand that now, Chris?
I didn't. Yeah, the shopkeeper. Yeah, the shopkeepers.
Definitely need, Chris. We need to save up 1,000 time shards to get the defense upgrade. Okay? It'll make things a lot easier for us for boss fights. She's doing 2 damage per hit. That's a lot of damage. We only have so much health, and there's no way to get extra health in the fight. Okay?
Well, when looking to go.
Alright, now she's in the next phase already. My toys are tricky. Thank you. Yeah, this is one of the hardest fights in the game, in my opinion. Doesn't help that she hits really hard and she's really hard to hit. There's 1, there's 2, there's the first guy. Really? Spores. Spores. There we go. That's a little better. Spores. Spores everywhere. The RNG in this fight is also kind of difficult to deal with. to spoil the RNG, Chris.
Too late.
Got her! Alright. Lucky RNG there. No, wait a second. Who do you think you are? I'm Quilble. Quilble? This name makes no sense. Why have I never seen you before?
Never.
I was exiled a long time ago, when I got cursed along with my messenger. That voice. Are you? Out of here? You bet. See ya, sucker. And the messenger's like, what's going on? Okay.
Pocky, get a whip.
We do not get a whip in this game, unfortunately, Chris. Okay. You wanna play in? Searing Crags. Your turn? You wanna play? Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to Searing Crags, full of crags that are searing. I.e. lots of rocks, lots of fire, lots of cute things. Wait, what? Yes, our next upgrade comes here.
You mean, next thing?
Our next, oh goodness, excuse me. Our next ninja ability. Oh, next ninja tool. Congratulations, you made it to the base of the mountain. Almost there. Do you know what this means? I don't know. Does it mean you have another dialogue trap for me? What? Oh, so you're just gonna try and steal my character like that? I guess you think you deserve a prize? No. Well, you do. Plus, you'll never be able to make the climb without the rope dart. The rope dart? Don't overthink it. Everyone will probably end up calling it the grappling hook anyways. Here. You got the rope darts.
Which is your grappling hook. Which is really your grappling hook.
Try out on rings and enemies. The rope dart is a lot of fun. I have to say it's one of the more fun action scroller tools I've seen in this game in a while. And it gets in this genre in a while. It pulls you towards your target, which includes enemies. And when you go towards an enemy, you slash them at the same time, so you can actually use it to like just cut a swath through a bunch of enemies if you time it right. I don't know if it works with fireballs and stuff like that. I should test that out sometime. It might not. I know it works on everything else, almost everything else though. The problem with, of course, is that it doesn't give you forward momentum. If you're not careful, you end up pulling yourself on spikes and such, which I've done in this game way too many times to really want to remember. It's really windy out there right now. Chris, what are you doing?
Join everyone my rope line.
I see. Ah, yes. Chris likes to do the rope climb there. Don't do that too much though, Chris. That makes Denny sick. Okay? Sorry. A lot of... I just let it come to an end. There's a potion in there, I think, Chris. Okay, nope. I was wrong. No. You want me to do this?
No, I want to.
You want me to play, I see. Okay.
Why?
Of course, it doesn't help if I die. There's the potion. The other one. Alright. I'll be honest, this part gave me a hard time for a while. This was a backtrack. I think this for the potion here.
Yeah, no. Okay, let's
Chris, you want to play again, or you want me to keep on?
keep going.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a power on my chest.
So, thanks for the rope dart? Oh, did you think that was an awkward interaction? You could say that. Clearly you didn't tell your boss that your little experiment went wrong, permanently impacting one of your colleagues. Hey, I heard that. Anyways, you can use it on rings, lanterns, walls, and enemies. Go nuts. About that monk. As I feared, our most promising messenger did not die, but was instead cursed forever. She became the Queen of Quills. How did that happen? This is a tale for another time. Pause me a second. Pause me there. Try to heat up a little bit. Cold in here.
You're fine. It's always cold in that soup.
What do you want to chat about? Any stories to share? Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. It's a story I once told the guy who hooked me up with music for my shop. There once was a village struggling to figure out who the werewolf was. People kept dying every full moon, and very gorily at that. One day, a brave young couple decided to venture into the woods. He would be the hunter, and she the bait. As one would expect from such a cliched setting, they got separated and our hunter faced off alone against the beast near a cliff. After 15 minutes of a literal uphill battle, the hunter managed to chop off the werewolf's paw with his axe, just as it was attempting to choke him. The hunter then ran for his life, severed paw still clutched to his throat. By the time he got home, the sun was up, and he found his fiancée bleeding, also badly wounded. The paw in his throat has reverted to his human form. At that moment, he noticed that it was wearing a ring he had purchased a few days ago. In the end. Whoa, that was spooky. I'm still looking for a title. Any suggestions? What about The Werewolf Bride? Wow, great idea. Really? No, not really. You put the reveal in the title. I do love how snarky the. Oh wait, I just realized before you buy that we need to buy this upgrade first. So we're 3 away. Oh no, we don't need to buy that first because that's. So yeah, we need to save 1,000 crystals. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way.
Red jumpers.
I need to figure out what's wrong with this controller. Thank goodness for the rope dart. But not boulders. What the heck? Stop it.
Thank goodness. I mean,
All right,
thank goodness. Thank you, Saki Babas.
Thank you. What?
Saki Babas.
I got it.
Okay, Chris? I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Sakiba. Sakiba's and then
The succubus.
the Sakiba.
Oh, the shopkeeper.
What are you?
Alright, good night, Uncle Crescents. Have a good night.
I'll catch you guys later.
Oh, cripes. Ah. I panicked. That's what I get for trying to be fast. This is not Sonic the Hedgehog. There's no need to go fast. Neither am I, sweetheart. One thing that you can do in this is that if you use the dart hook,
Don't.
and then as you're flying along, you hit the wingsuit, you actually glide a really fast, long way. But you gotta be careful, because otherwise you'll end up like shooting yourself to off, you know, off into this you don't really want to go.
2 buses.
There we go.
3.
And you know what? Not really worth it.
Eh. It's a man too. Sorry.
6 point. Nothing. No new text. You wanna try now, Chris? Alright, there you go.
Dad,
Yes?
didn't you forget?
We're
3
getting
more.
3 more what?
Cancel.
Oh, that's... No. We're saving for 1,000. We're saving for 1,000, okay? We don't need to buy the other girl. Chris, we don't... Well, it's your game. Do you want to buy the upgrade or do you want to save?
For me.
You want to save?
Until I reach 100. 2,000.
Until 2,000.
Ah!
We get these rope dart here, Chris, okay?
Let's try.
You don't want to try again? You sure? Alright. Here, I'll show you, okay? Then if you want to try again yourself. Or you can fail like I just did.
No, don't do cookies.
I didn't mean to, Chris, but didn't have much choice. Ah, come on. There you go. Or I could also just go that way. I forgot what. There we go.
A house.
Yep. a save point too, just nice.
No, no, what are you?
And the other save point. Oh, forgot about those completely.
Those guys?
The buzzsaw things, yeah.
That's not.
Okay, Chris, this is your game. So, do you want to buy this upgrade, or do you want to save?
Save.
Okay.
It's okay.
We have the save point. You want to play? Ow. This is okay. You want to stop now? You tired? Alright. I'm gonna go ahead. Chris is a little tired right now, folks, so we're gonna go ahead. Let's do a save point. We've got a couple stages. And we're gonna go ahead and stop now. Thank you all for joining us today. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause for a second and then switch to stream because there's something else really fast. Maybe I'll switch to my game of the Messenger, actually. Would folks be interested in watching me play Messenger on my save? Let me know in a second. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this. And close software. Other options for us games to play, we can play Breath of the Wild. I will fully admit, Chris playing Breath of the Wild is an adventure in itself. Excuse me, as Katie gives me a look.
Well, you're not wrong.
Chris, I call it Chris's Adventures in Video Game Physics. Also, there's a new game coming out soon. I believe this coming week from Sakai Project, who are dear friends and a sponsor of our program. Who gave me a code for an upcoming game. I forget the title off the top of my head, but Chris is still streaming. Not in here, okay? And so on days that Chris wants to end the game a little early, I might play that also during the stream. It's a RPG and visual novel game. Let me look up the title really fast. Hold on, because it looks really neat. And I want to play it for folks. There we are. It's Serment, Contract with the Devil. It's currently available pre-order on Steam. I know it's an ad. I apologize for that, but at the same time, they are a sponsor. So, everyone seems to be silent, so I'm going to take that as no one's watching the stream right now. So, go ahead and shut down then for the night, for the day. We'll be back next week. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you in a week with more adventures of Pocky and Chris. Oh, you're watching. Cool. Well, Bill, what do you want? Do you want to watch more Messenger? I mean, I'm fine. Chris is tired. You know, he's a kid. It's noon. But I can play a little bit longer. I can play Messenger on my save, which is a bit further than we are on the shared save. I'm on the second half of the game. If you're interested, people are interested in watching. Isaac. You know what? Yeah, I feel like playing. I feel like I've got kind of the itch. I want to play some more Messenger, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause this stream. So this is one specific video, and then I'm going to go ahead and switch to mine. So 1 second, folks. Be right back.